Live! It's alive! Hello! Ain't nobody watching yet, so I'm gonna go here. It's alive! Okay. Boo-be-doo-be-doo. Yes! I was just responding to John because he had asked if we were going live about 10 minutes ago. Hello, I'm actually doing pretty good, other than all of a sudden I'm sneezing my head off. Oopsie. We're playing with some new settings and some new stuff here, so this is kind of a, hi, we're still alive, and you guys get to be our test subjects. I am in a pretty good mood today. Wearing one of my favorite outfits. This is the outfit I call elementary school music teacher, because not only is the top covered in music notes, the leggings are as well, and it's super comfortable, so it would be perfect for chasing small children. Yep, you get to be the guinea pigs. And I have a sergeant, I see a fuzzy butt, and the evil monster behind me. We're good. Let's see. So far, we are a little bit behind schedule that I wanted to be on for recording the Witchy 101 and other stuff. But, well, we kind of forgot and didn't realize how much work was going to go into tweaking things on the computers and the graphics. So that's what we're doing here. Oof, excuse me. I think one of the things that we're going to be tweaking, as much as we love Puppy, I'm going to move Puppy and swap what blanket I have on the back of my chair. It's a maybe. I hadn't decided yet. Because then I can, I have a ton of pink clothes. But if I sit here in a pink shirt, I blend into the office. Oh, noes. I was going to say pull it in from the other side of the screen. Let's see, what else are we doing? That's true, too. Let's see, what else are we doing? I hear ya, not a pig, or you are a pig, but not from Guinea. Yes. Funny story. So, me and pregnancy equal massive morning sickness. Hyperemesis gravidarum, whatever the second word is. Anyway, I puke my guts up constantly. It is not morning sickness. It is all day sickness. And it does not go away until, well, labor starts. So when I was pregnant with my oldest, I would literally eat everything I could get my hands on because I knew damn good and well within the next 20 minutes it was going to make a return appearance. My darling big brother, though, in Big Brother fashion, decided to dub me Porky, which then became Porkosaurus. Nope, it started as Piggy, then to Porkosaurus, and then to just Porky, and yeah. So I became Piggy to my brother. And so for my son's first Christmas, my sister-in-law gave me a peppermint stick from Starbucks. Hey, Irish. Peppermint stick from Starbucks that had a Miss Piggy finger puppet on it. And instead of reacting how they expected me to, by getting all upset and throwing a fit and getting pissed off or crying or whatever, I just laughed. Yep, it's 11 o'clock for them and they're watching. Hey, I'm not complaining. So instead of getting pissed off, I just took the concept and ran with it, which is why I have a stuffed pig there, flying pig there. I used to have a stuffed pig that sat on the bench behind me or on the bookshelf behind me. And I have a collection of stuffed pigs that the last time we counted, I had like 75 of them. And now they're arguing. Yeah, I gotta change the batteries in my clock. Yep. I don't think anybody realized we were going live. So, because we didn't exactly schedule it. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, we actually set it up, but again, not realizing how much work was going to go into this, we ended up being a little later. Swipe. Oh, here we go. But yeah. Oh, what's your week been like, Irish? I was going to say something and I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, awesome. I love it. You will always get high praise from me for defending trans rights. Just saying. I will never forget having a conversation. Well, it was a conversation on my end. It was an argument on the other person's end. With a friend of the man behind the curtain who had stopped here with his son. I did not realize they were Trumpers, but. And, the father was going on and on. We're both Navy vets. He was going on and on and on about how transgender women are just men in dresses trying to, invade women's only spaces so they can sexually assault them. And I went, really? How many trans women do you know? Well, I don't know any. I don't need to know about it. I'm like, really? Well, here's a little story for you. I happen to have a very good friend who is a transgender woman, and she has also said on more than one occasion that she is hella attracted to me. And she knows that I am not interested, and so she has always been wonderful. And, I have had necessity to share a bed with this woman multiple times. And, she's never once acted inappropriately towards me when we have shared a bed. And he just turned and looked at the man behind the curtain with this, and you allowed that look on his face. And I'm just, yeah. I thought it was funny. Then they came over for another visit. And I totally was not thinking. My friend sent me a picture of herself. No, the picture was the second visit. Yep. Second visit, she sent me a picture of herself. She just looked really, really, really good in this picture. And I wanted to share it with the man behind the curtain who knows her. Oh, gods. So I turned my phone and go, hey, look. Doesn't Vanna look cute here? And man behind the curtain's like, she does look good. And me, having been, yelled at recently for sharing a picture with someone and not sharing with everybody, didn't even think about it. I turned my phone to them and said, look, doesn't my friend look cute here? They both agreed she looked very, very good. Meanwhile, the man behind the curtain is hissing at me, don't start fights. Be nice. Do not start an argument. And as soon as he said that, as I'm turning the phone back to myself, I realized who I had just showed them. Yeah, they didn't realize that I'd just shown them the picture of a transgender woman. Oh, John, that is so cool. Realize. I swear, I just lost her name. Shit. Oh my God. She's like one of the most famous fucking trans women right now. And her name will pop into my head until I want to. No. Gods, no. The black woman. Kate Mulgrew was on Orange is the New Black. Yeah. I cannot for the life of me remember her name. Oh my God. Laverne Cox, there she is. Awesome. Oh, I bet they were. And, Laverne Cox, there's a reason I was looking for her. There is a reason so many of these people hate her. And it is entirely because she is a transgender woman who happens to be drop dead gorgeous, and it's disgusting them that they are actually attracted to her. Because, I mean, come on, this bitch is hot. And, yeah. Laverne Cox. There she is. Yeah, she is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And I find it amusing. And then there's the We Can Always Tell group who can be standing there talking to a transgender woman and have zero forking clue. It's beautiful. And last but definitely not least, these people who are saying that, you know, you have to use the bathroom of your gender assigned at birth. I am waiting for the day that a trans man walks into the woman's restroom, you know, all jacked up, muscly, full facial hair, and all of that shit, just waltzes right into the bathroom. How many of these fucking transphobes are going to lose their shit? I can't wait. Because it's going to be hilarious. Because the only reason they care about freaking transgender people at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion is they hate trans women. And yeah. Yep. Oh, I have heard that one. How, would you rather have a living son or a dead daughter? I love it. Christelle Burton. All right. Let's see. What? There we go. Yeah. I love it. Christelle B. Oh, there she is. Ah, sweet. I will be looking her up later. Haha. But yeah, these people just... Yeah. Oh, groovy. No, I had not seen that. That's kind of cool. And I love her. So we have tweaked the pictures and all of that shit. It's great. But I just... And all of the... Yeah. We've been tweaking the logo and we've come up with some new ones. Are you showing them? Is that what you just said, babe? Okay. Hey, Batman! Just in time to see the new logo and stuff. Here it is. Look at her. Hey! What's the crisis, Irish? Ooh, nice. When do I think the next stream will be? Our next stream will probably be Thursday or Friday. But we will be doing the podcast on Thursday night, I think. Yes. This week we're still doing podcast. But that's even later. Yeah, that's at midnight. Midnight 30 your time. So. So, you probably should go get some sleep because you have school in the morning. Witchy 101, like I was saying, we're a little bit behind on the filming, but I have fixed a bunch of it, and part of what was going on is we made the decision to film it in landscape like we are right now, and fixing the cameras took a little bit longer than we anticipated, and redoing all of the focus and zoom and shit. Hey, cat. Yeah, we have been doing everything in portrait for the last year because I was doing landscape. So yeah. Oh, okay. Get going, Irish, and we will talk more about this soon. I don't think it's going to be any huge problem, but you may be fluid. I mean, it's it's no big deal. You will always be welcome here. We are on daily hiatus. We are on the hiatus from the daily live streams, but we're popping up about twice this week just to make sure that we stay active. Yeah, I can see that, kiddo. Sorry for the kiddo. That's the mom in me. Yeah. Hey, Irish. It's Irish. It's possible. Okay, get going. We will talk later. Go get some sleep. Message us or get in touch on the other socials and we can chat more. Okay, so Raven, yes, we're on daily hiatus, but we are going to pop up a couple of live streams a week here, other than the podcast and stuff that's weekly, because that way we kind of stay active on YouTube. We don't lose quite as many viewers. We don't lose quite all of the stats we have built up at this point. So we're trying to do a few things and catching everybody up. I know, hon. Go get some rest. We can chat. I understand more than you realize. One of my kids went through something similar. Ooh, bus back home. Where you been today? Shit, I forgot to call and sit on hold with freaking the VA. See you later, Irish. Go get some rest. I am such a mom. It's hilarious. Aw, I got CP Pupper. Yeah. So we've had a slightly traumatized pupper here today. Oh, nice. That sounds yummy. We've had a slightly traumatized pupper today. I woke up this morning to hellacious wind. And poor puppy mans, he does not do well when it's windy outside because he's convinced that the power is going to go out and he's going to have to listen to that obnoxious beeping from the, battery backups for the computers and shit. Hey, cat! Yeah! So, poor baby. He is currently crashed out in my doorway because he just spent like 6 hours or so, shaky shakins. Poor baby. Oh, let's see, what else are we doing? I know I saw Bellevue Square is cool. One of my favorite. Bellevue Square is one of my favorite malls too. Expensive as hell, but yeah, pretzels sound good. Now I got the munchies. Damn it. Let's see, what else are we doing? I was going to update people. Oh, please, 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 if you have not signed up for the mailing list, get that done. Which reminds me, I need to... I'm going to do that. Boing. Linkies. I'm doing that now. You've signed Amy up? Amy asked me to do it for her. All right. But yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days. I am very, very, very much looking forward to everything that we are going to be doing. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Well, it's the bougie mall, so it's got some really interesting stores. Hurry back! What the floof? Seriously, people. All right. That's true. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. And having swapped from portrait to landscape, we may very well attract some new subscribers and new people, some different people. We're looking forward to that. Barnes and Noble is amazing. I love Barnes and Noble. That is one of my favorite stores. Very, very dangerous store for me to walk into, because if I'm not careful, I will spend like $500-$600. Yup. Bellevue Square has Aloe Yoga, Lululemon, and they might have a Prana, but I don't remember. Yep. That's because it's Bellevue. Thank you, John. I get to get down to Factoria and go to Who's It, What's It? Spirit. No shit. Oof. Oh, Irish. Tomorrow's gonna suck if you don't get some sleep. Yep, they do. I have always thought that was the weirdest thing at that mall, is they had a and it's on the second story. That was the best part to me. Isn't it great? And it's on the second floor. How did they get the test models up there? Oh, plushies. I have so many stuffies. That's right. Beyond Yoga, yes. Beyond Yoga actually is a cool store. But it's ungodly expensive. I've heard it a couple of times, but I absolutely love it. A dangerous smelling place. Which one? Thank you. So, Spawn used to have a weekly group that he had to go to in Bellevue every week. And it's what, half an hour ish, maybe 45 minutes to where he was. And Bellevue Square is like 5 minutes from there. So I would drop him off and then go kill an hour at the mall at Bellevue Square and then go pick him back up. My most common stores, they knew me well enough at the Bellevue Square Sephora store that they greeted me by name when I walked in the store. Bath and Body Works got to know me quite well. And there was a third one. Oh, Lush. Those were the three that, yep, they greeted me by name as soon as I walked in. That was a bad thing. Oh, I think she did. We must link Grumpy Old Crone. Man, what I wouldn't give to be able to have a conversation with her. Her video on familiars that I watched yesterday was really good. But yeah, that was the year that, I got like platinum status at Sephora, which requires that you spend like $1,000 in a 12-month period. It's like 1,000 or 1,500 in a year. I love it. So yeah, that was not such a good thing. Thankfully, he was still employed at the time with his wonderful salary, income. He was hourly, but God, did that job pay well. So it wasn't a huge deal, but oh man, there is a reason I have an entire makeup case full of nothing but masks. Because I will buy them and put them away and forget about it. Oh yes. Victoria doesn't have any secrets left. And I cannot stand the way they measure you for a bra because it is so inaccurate. It explains why I never got one that fit right. Oh, gods. I will admit, though, I am going to cry when I use up the last of my favorite perfume because it happens to be a Vicky's scent that they discontinued years ago. Yeah, no, you wouldn't. I barely did. I celebrated when the man behind the curtain and I got together, and I shrank a lot and could finally wear a large from their store. Yeah, nope. Yep. Nope. They are B, C, and maybe D if you're lucky. Yep. And that is one of the reasons that I absolutely love Torrid and miss the fucking 50% discount something fierce. Because they have cute bras, and they have matching bra and panty sets, and their bralettes are so freaking comfortable. So, watching Annie, grumpy old crone, watching Annie is just a mindfuck for me. Because she's got the English accent, but I'm sitting there watching her and I'm going, I have only ever seen that particular facial expression on women of my bloodline, my mother's bloodline in particular. And just the way she talks at times, the pattern of her speech, the turns of phrases that she uses, it's like I'm looking into the future and seeing myself. Oi. Yeah, 46-inch chest is kind of interesting. That would be a Torrid bra. They're so great. Granted, you get up to that size band and they don't have quite as many of the really, really adorable ones, but they're such good bras. Matter of fact, I'm actually wearing a Torrid today, and it's one of the few underwire bras that I will still wear. Yeah. Who, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that a man created women's skivvies. Because there is no way in hell or high water a woman would have put one of these fucking torture devices together. Anyway. But Annie is awesome. She talks about her kids occasionally. Not only is she a witch and has been a witch for as long as I have, she's also into steampunk and crafting. So, interesting. I'll have to look it up again. That's true. I wear the cute ones because I like them. Makes me feel better. And again, I love the bralettes. But let's see. Annie just she really is like looking at myself in the future, and it's kind of cool. The only thing she does that I don't is she gardens. And, well, I am not a green witch by any stretch of the imagination. In that case, I would very much be a black witch because I have killed succulents. That is not something to brag about, but it is something that is oh so accurate for me. I have a black thumb. This is true, too. Oh, my God. I just... Being utterly and totally incapable of growing plants without killing them? Not a bad idea, Black Widow. But the fact that I am a witch who is utterly and totally incapable of keeping a plant baby alive, I feel bad. Because it seems so weird. The pineapples are trying to eat me because that's another one of my oral allergy triggers. Tomatoes, I think, can too. One of my children absolutely despises pickles, and at one point was convinced that pickles were going to take over the world. And then another one of them absolutely loves pickles, so, that actually worked out well. They do. Plants come to you to die. Yes. See, I actually like pickles. I used to eat dill pickles. I would occasionally eat sweet pickles. My mother had to make sure that the pickle jars in the refrigerator were closed tight enough that I could not open them because I would just randomly snack on pickles. There is something to be said, though, about a ham and cheese sandwich with lettuce, tomato, sweet pickles, and just the difference is whether you use Miracle. I do not. Jiminy Christmas, that's my ex-sister-in-law. Cool Whip and pickles. But it all depends on if you use mayo, Miracle Whip, and what kind of mustard. So, yeah. It's all good. Yeah, apparently pineapple is not supposed to be tingly spicy. It's supposed to just kind of be sweet and kind of spicy, kind of burny, but no. Oh, no. No. My tongue feels like it's getting stung like 50 million times for like 5 minutes after I eat something. Eat pineapple. Cantaloupe did it the other day. Ooh, that sounds good. Exactly, because bananas are another one of those triggers. It's great. Avocados. Ha! Coolio. Hey, Mimi. But yeah, cantaloupe, avocados, pineapple, strawberries, sometimes tomatoes, apples. Are cherries another one? I don't remember. But these are all things that, could trigger the oral allergy issue. And it's very, very, very frustrating because those are some of my favorite foods. See, I can't buy a whole pineapple because there is not a chance in holy Hades I'm going to be able to slice the thing. If Spawn is around, he can, but. So, I like. Amy commented on it too. That could be fun. No, I don't know, because you can't really grab one by the greenery and use it as a bat, but I wouldn't mind. Shut up. I love my family. Let's see, what else are we doing? Currently trying to decide if we are going to rearrange in here and swap things around. I think we've mostly decided that's going to be a no, and I see what you did there, John. But I've also unearthed like 3 more flags that I've picked up at different times. What else are we doing? I have the book that we're going to start with for, Yeah, I can't do liver. I found the book that I'm going to start with for our, book chats. I said I was going to randomize all of this shit and read them. I know, Mimi, it's been kind of a weird couple of days. So let's see, what else are we doing? I gotta remember what else I was gonna tell you guys about. Oh, I have just this morning emailed the volunteer organizer for the trick-or-treat downtown here in my town. Good, John. I am going to volunteer with it because I did last year and I had so much fun. Let's see what else. I'm so looking forward to that. Today is a really wonky, weird ass day. The temperatures had been kind of going down a little bit. I was getting happy. Wake up at 10 o'clock this morning. Wind is blowing like crazy. I swear it was rattling the house. Pop my phone open to check what temperature it is, and I'm like, there is no way in hell that's accurate. It said it was already 80 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning, and I'm like, what the fluff? It was. So I'm thinking, oh God, I'm going to be miserable walking the dogs. Nope. The wind. The wind made it so much better. I didn't overheat. Oh, yay. back to downtown. But it was warm, but the wind kept me from overheating, which was kind of a good thing because somebody who is shaking like a leaf right now, didn't want to find a poopy spot this morning, so we were wandering around the backyard for far longer than normal. We were out there long enough that Dad leashed up Tookers and brought him out because Tookers was going insane because Mommy wasn't back yet. So we traded dogs in the backyard, and Tookers and I went to go on our short loop, and I'm sitting there futzing with the poopy bag. Because, you know, his little dispenser ran out 2 days ago, so I grabbed another pack, pulled the first bag off, and somebody else, who is remaining nameless, had decided to chew on them. So there's a hole that big in the poop bag. There ain't no way in hell I'm putting my hand in there to go pick up. Nope, that's going to make more of a mess. That is true, Amy. So I'm just pulling off the damn bags, trying to find one that isn't ripped. We're standing there for a minute, and next thing I know, I have a sergeant coming up next to me, and I'm like, what the fluff? You were in the backyard last I knew. Man behind the curtain's like, nope, he drugged me all the way to follow you. And I'm like, okay. I've been taking the boys out. I've been taking the boys out together on the what I call long loop, which is just the difference between short and long is instead of going out to the street and immediately turning left, no, we go out to the street, wander a few steps to the right, cross the street, and go. But yeah. And Sergeant very much loves that because, well, he doesn't get out much anymore. At least not for long walkies. Although I have to give the man behind the curtain all due. He is doing much better with the puppers. I saw that, John. Teeth feel funny. And then there's Luna. Luna did not want to come in the house yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, was it yesterday that yeah. So Luna didn't want to come in yesterday morning after I took her out. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. She got water. And she's not the type to wander off. So she just kind of lounging on the porch. UPS pulls up. And that's when Dad discovered that Luna wasn't in the house. That too. And because Luna was laying on the porch right next to Dad's window and didn't do the welcome bark. Oh no, she did the what the hell are you doing here bark as the ups driver came out. Cool. Yeah, intruder. So UPS man stops, turns around and goes back into his truck. Meanwhile, Dad's going over and opening the door and yelling at her to get in here. And UPS guy comes back and he's like, I went and got treats. Because he carries treats with him. Smart delivery driver. That is definitely the way to my girl's heart. Through her stomach. Somebody else. Who isn't here. Holy shit. Somebody else, if you ask him if he wants to go for a ride, he is in the car before you can fully get the door open. I swear if he could make it, he'd go through the window. And yes, Amy came over Sunday so that we could go to the Pacific Northwest Witches Market. And the boys and I were out on the walk as she came in, as she got here. And I'm like, hey boys, Amy's here. You want to go get Amy? Yeah. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Just kept right on walking. And then they spotted her. I thought Sergeant was going to rip my arm off. And Took wasn't doing a whole lot better. It was so cute. No, my animals don't love her at all. Sergeant Puppy, are you okay? You are shaking like you have your own personal earthquake going on there, baby. I love my dog, but he is so scared. Luna's a good girl. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Thank you, John. Actually, I will be. How much would you like us to share? Because I will do that. I actually have someone else too. Boink. Let's light our candle real quick, both for your mom and a friend of mine. So, John's mom is having some issues right at the moment, but appears to be okay. That's a good thing. And irony of ironies, I woke up this morning and one of my first thoughts was a friend of mine. If you guys have been around much, you'll have heard me refer to Alaska. They were in the ICU last year. But Alaska's nanny, grandma, she has Alzheimer's, and we're not sure how much longer we have her. So, for John's mom and nanny, may things be peaceful and healthy. And a quick recovery from what's going on for both of, well, nanny's not going to recover, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not throwing that in there. You are very welcome, John. My friends, families, and loved ones are important to us. Let's see, that's August. Oh, I know. But the fact that I just look at it and I know exactly. It's the 16th. Cece, a friend of mine. That's right. I need to wish her a happy birthday on Facebook. I think I did. Ow. Yes. So. Yep. I gotta figure out which friend with that name that is. Yeah, we might be back Thursday before podcast. We might do a roll in like we did last week, starting at like 3:30ish, 3:30, 4 o'clock, just so we have a little bit more time to chit chat. And I see the bot is having fun behind that. Yes, I know. Robert Redford kind of shocked me until I realized how old he was. But I said this in the Discord. I made a huge mistake right before bed last night. I watched this year's Emmys in memoriam. I'm watching it and I'm going, oh my God, that's my childhood. That one's my childhood. There's my childhood. I had forgotten about her, but I remember her when I was a kid. But the one that really did hurt. Oh, okay, it was in staff. The one that really hurt, there were two of them. Loretta Swit and Dame Maggie. It sounds fucked up, but Hot Lips Houlihan was my favorite character on MASH. That woman took no prisoners, took no shit, and she was just a badass. So, I loved Loretta Swit. Oh, it sounds like John is going to need to come hang out with us Thursday so we can hype him up for Friday. Oh, John asked what we can expect in our season 3, and oh, I want to tell you so bad, but I gotta wait. For those of you who are subscribed to the mailing list, I believe you will start finding out some of the stuff next week. And I goofed on Sunday. Totally forgot that I had prepped the newsletters to go out for this week. And, you know, now we decided to take this wonderful hiatus. So I had to go online Sunday night, like an hour and a half after the weekly newsletter went out, and say, yeah, please, disregard that last message. That is true, John. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, that's a bummer. Uh-oh. Ah. Boop, boop, boom. But yeah, that's where I have been listening. Oh, talking about I will be announcing some of the upcoming stuff on the mailing list probably later this week to early next week. I'm looking forward to that so much right now because there's just so much really awesome stuff coming up. Oh, I just and let's see, what else have we got? I can give you a little taste. I am going to be introducing my brand of yoga flow and just all of the stuff that we do here. And with that, I will be rolling out a year-long and a 7-week program. So more information on those will be coming out in the mailing list and the blog. I am so excited. And you can get to the blog through the mailing list and potentially the blog with the pinned comment. My brain is kind of hiccuping here. Oh, what else are we doing? We are doing stuffs. I am very grateful to have some amazing people in my life. I am going to be starting to facilitate or assist with facilitating a political burnout support group. We have our first meeting tomorrow night. I am looking forward to that. I had my monthly spa meeting last night, spa being Spiritual Practitioners Association. And it was just me and one of the other gentlemen in the meeting last night because nobody else showed up. Irony to that is we had just like 2 weeks ago been talking about the fact that nobody shows up. But he had a question that he had wanted to present to the group, and it was a really, really good question. And John, I know you as a reader, you'll appreciate this question. I did post this in general chat too. How do we, as spiritual practitioners, maintain our professionalism when we are triggered in one form or another by the work we are being requested to do? Mictlan's example was when you get somebody coming for a tarot reading and they want to know about their love life. Because as he said, like 8.5 out of 10 people coming to him for a reading want to know about their love life. And he's like, how do we maintain our professionalism when all we want to do is scream that if one more fucking person asks us about their love life, we're going to blow up? Isn't it? And then I took it from there because he did use the word triggered. And I'm like, okay, I know this is not necessarily the way you were using it, but as someone with PTSD, I know the actual clinical use. And he's like, good point. I'm like, so this kind of goes hand in hand with how do we maintain our professionalism when we are straight up triggered by the question? And he's like, ooh, that's a good point too. And so we discussed that. And, another one I had come up with is, okay, say you're doing a psychic reading. Hi, been there, done that as well. Yeah, exactly. So if you're doing a psychic reading or even just, a tarot reading, and that what you are being told is not what your client is expecting or wanting. And you've got a pretty good idea that if you tell them what you are being told, it's going to be bad. So we discussed that, and I liked how he dealt with how do you deal with getting the wrong answer. But you know what I mean. And he's like, so what I have done is I will stop the reading and say, okay, so I have an idea what you are expecting to hear. And I have a pretty good feeling that you're not going to hear what you want to hear right now. So I will give you two options. We can either continue with the reading, but you need to know that you may not hear what you thought you were going to. Or if you don't want to hear this, say so now. I will happily refund your money. You can leave and no harm, no foul. That kind of works too. What I was told when I was being interviewed to be a phone psychic. Hi, sweet boy. I know. Because I asked, okay, what do we do when we get bad news? And the woman I was talking to is like, oh, well, just tell him that you can't see it. That it's too foggy or it's undefined or, you know, something ambiguous. And I cannot lie to a client like that. That's my foot. That just goes against everything I stand for when it comes to, you know, my reputation as a psychic, a card reader, etc. And being told to lie to a client just did not sit well with me. And that actually is part of why I did not take that job. But yeah, I like that person isn't here and I am not about to go stalk them. That also ties hand in hand. Hi, sweet boy. Yes, I know. You need to go lay down for a little bit, baby boy, all right? Your brother already stepped on my foot. Because of the fact I'm also a witch and I do candle work and I do and I do spell work and all of that. When someone comes to me saying, I need to make so-and-so fall in love with me. And I won't do that either because I am not going to impose on someone's free will. Hi. Is there a problem, young man? I'm busy. Exactly. And one of the other things we discussed in this conversation, I mean, come on, we're both ADHD here. We were talking about, okay, so we also get those situations where we're doing 3 or 4 readings in a day and we get the same cards. Hey, Lacey, good to see you. So we both agree, though, that if we're doing readings for multiple people and we see, say, the Ten of Swords pops up for everybody, or you get the same 3 cards for like 2 or 3 people, it's one of those, okay, so obviously the universe has a message for me here as well, so how do we deal with that? And we both kind of agreed with, okay, so, my version is, okay, so apparently they're talking to both of us here because I keep getting these. So, okay, I hear you. I hear that you have something to tell me. Can I finish work for the day and then we'll talk? He laughed. And his way of doing it is basically the same thing, acknowledging, okay, I hear you. I hear spirit. You're talking to me. I will get to you, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. And, so, yeah, that's kind of entertaining. And it makes me feel better to know that I'm not the only one who gets that shit. And the way I shuffle, I swear I should not get duplicates. Because I will bridge shuffle 4 and then I cut into 5. And it's not like I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I start here and pick them up. So, by all rights, I should not get duplicate cards. I should not get the same cards every day. I do occasionally. So that's typically a clue that I'm not paying attention to something. Yes! Exactly, John. That works very well, too. But I have to say, I think my most amusing one was, at my first Pacific Northwest Witches Market event, I did a reading on one client, pulled the cards, told her what the cards meant, and then 2 people later, I have another woman sitting in front of me and I'm reading her and I pull the same 3 cards, except inverted. So it was like upright, upright, reversed for the first one, and the second one was reverse, reversed, upright. And it was enough that my son, who was standing next to me, who had been reading himself, looked over and he's like, "Didn't you just get those 3 cards?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's weird." So I'm wondering how much of a message from the universe that was. But it's kind of cool. Scary at times, too. Although the worst were these, my oracles. I have a love-hate relationship with this deck. Yes, it does. I have a love-hate relationship with this deck. I have had at least one person come through and communicate through this deck. Hey, Puma. To the point she was communicating through my deck so much that I had to stop using it for 2 weeks. And yeah, that was just something. Hello. Go away, alarm. I gotta fix. I don't know. I gotta leave those. But yeah, learning how to give those, I don't want to say bad or negative readings, but when you are giving a reading that you know is not what the client is going to expect, that is tricky and tetchy as hell. Yes, I have heard that about that deck. That is one of the reasons I don't use that deck. It's not that I'm a love and light fluffy bunny witch. No. I'm fine with dealing with the negative sides of things. But if I can in any way, I would much rather wrap it in cotton when I am giving someone bad news. I am always the half glass full kind of kid. Yes, less than optimal. There we go. Glass half? Oh. Yeah. Yep. I have always been that glass half full kid. There we go. Realized I missed a word. See. Oh. Apparently my brain is reversing words again. Yes. Thoth will definitely... Yes. Thoth is brutal. I mean, I use unicorns, which are not known for being gentle. Trust me, they have ripped me a new one on more than one occasion in the last 30 years. But Thoth, no. Nope. I stay away from that one. I should get a dark deck, though. Just to get experience reading them. I haven't decided which one it would be. And, I also like my, campy is not the word I was looking for, but novelty. There we go. I kind of like my novelty decks, such as my Mystical Cats or the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I want to get the Neopets, the Star Trek Next Generation, and, there's one other, novelty deck I want. I also am hoping to pick up the Queer Tarot for obvious reasons. That would just be the perfect one to do readings at Pride with. Yep. Oh yeah, the Mystical Cats is so great. And the cats, the artwork is just absolutely adorable. That is awesome, John. That's kind of what happened with me and some friends. We were all skeptical and kind of, yeah, right, whatever. And then, I hate wording it this way, but it's exactly what we were doing at the time. We started playing with a deck. And when a couple of us were able to pull cards and go, Houston, that's exactly what's going on in life right now. We were kind of convinced that it was, a genuine thing. Ooh, the life code tarot. I need to look that one up. Honestly, if I do any kind of reviews or stuff, I am seriously thinking about reviewing tarot decks for Llewellyn. T-A-R. Whoopsie. A-R. There it is. Duh. Labyrinthos does. Oh, it does. Ooh, it's rainbowy. That's kind of cool. The Life Code by Janice King and Matt Corvus. Ooh. I like the artwork. Okay, I'm going to be looking at that later. I actually use Labyrinthos to help hammer into my head some of the card meanings. Because, I've been reading for 30 years, but I still can't always remember what card is what. There are a few that I do, such as, I want to say it's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. I want to say it's the Two of Cups. And I actually know most of the major arcana at this point because I'm finally being able to remember it. Nope, you got it back, John. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's playing with it right now. Boink. Oh, I'm going to move those, though. Yeah, I found where my freaking hair ties went that I lost the other day. Oh, cookies sound good. Witchy Mama hungry. I ate breakfast, though. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to do a lot of chit-chatting on Discord. Quit drumming die. Do. Yeesh. Oh, that's right, because Mimi only does on the phone. We're swapping. Ah. We're working on that, Mimi. Saw that, so I'll let them know that. Okay, so what I'm being told, we are trying to tweak. That's part of what we're doing with this live stream. We are tweaking the landscape versus portrait thing and seeing if we can do it both at the same time. And what was the other thing? The night bot, thank you. We have a bot that is doing the announcements of, being mindful of the energy, being respectful, and the Sunday coffee and cues and Friday night guided meditations. Whoop, whoop. It's not just the shirt. Okay, hold on. The leggings have it too. Yes. And then not only are the leggings and the shirt, but my earrings are also the hearts. Yes. And this is music too. That is a candle. I bought it literally the last year that Target had decent Pride shit. I know it was the Tijuana brass. Give me a bit and I'll try to remember. So, this outfit, yes, it's a gnat. So, this outfit is the one I jokingly refer to as my elementary school music teacher outfit. Because, well, It very much strikes me as something that an elementary school music teacher would wear. I know a few of them. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mimi. Yep, my music. None of us slept well last night. He didn't get to bed until after 5. I got sucked into a documentary that I was watching, and didn't finish it until almost 4. And just, yeah, I wanted to get to bed on time last night. Now, mind you, for me, on time is between 1 and 2 a.m. 2:15 is the absolute latest. And yeah, I have not managed to crawl in bed before at least 2:45 for like 3 weeks. We will get a picture of this outfit. I think I have. I used to have an album on my phone that was entirely music outfit, which is this outfit. I'll see if I can find it. Because also, not only do I have all of this, I also have a couple of scarves that have music on them, which are currently over the Man Behind the Curtains keyboard and something else out there. Child. Keyboard. Ah. I was just going to say, where's the black one? I have 3 of them then. And that's it for the coffee today. Yeah. We know. We're trying. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to discuss that. Oh. Yeah, something like that. Well, when I ran a an evaluation, basically had ChatGPT run through everything that I'm doing with Yoga with Di and Di the Yoga Witch. The only thing it suggested that I was not already planning was writing a book. And yeah, that was another reason why I was kind of late last night and the night before, but last night especially, is I'm toying with the idea of that book. And let's see. Oh, yes, I do have it. So what I am looking at, scrolling up, I need to find. So I can't give you the working title yet, half of it, but it's going to be The Yoga Witch's Guide to Living Magically. It's a hybrid guidebook, so it's essentially going to be kind of a workbook and an autobiography. So I'm trying to figure out how much of my backstory to put into this book. And because there's some of it that's going to go into it or might go into it that other people are not going to like. Oh, honey. That doesn't surprise me. But once I get going on this, I will get hyper focused on it, and he will have to drag me kicking and screaming away from my computer to pee. Oh, the fluff. Oh, okay. That's where she was saying it. Yes, that's adorable. I love it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I forget to eat. I forget to get up and go pee when I get hyper focused, which is a bad thing. Yeah. He was hyper focused on doing all of the stuff for this last night. That's why he didn't get to bed until 5 something. Oh yeah. He's got something else to show you. This is so cool. Excuse me. I know it is. So, he came up with this. He just kind of perfected it. And yeah. Yeah, I understand that one. That's never comfortable. It's a novel idea. And then we have another graphic that he's going to pop up. This is the new server icon for Discord. Ah, there we go. I feel like I'm drooling. I love it. Oh, of course. Oh, but I just... my two biggest competitors right now... go ahead. One of them is... Oh, he has another one to show you. Oh my God. The candle just went out and I saw the smoke and I started freaking out. What did I catch on fire? I love that. Then there's this, which is really adorable. What's the other one? Yeah, this may become the new profile picture for this YouTube channel. I am so loving the idea. I don't have... Should we put my name on it? Okay, watch the hat. Watch the hat. Go for it. Because it very much resembles the hat. Whoops, turn it the right way. Oh God, I'm doing a wonder on my hair. See? The hat says it too. Yes. Doink. Oh, it's on my shirt too. Oh, that's adorable. That's what I was thinking. Is it doesn't look great. It would work wonderfully for oh shit, it says Bitchin Witch instead of Bitchin Witch. But yeah, I agree. That doesn't look, especially with the name on the hat at avatar size, it wouldn't work right. Oh, owie. Oh, apparently I have a knot in my neck. To the beach? Did he go to the beach? Oh, no. Sorry. He asked me where the sea went. To the beach? I'm in a mood. That is so freaking cool, though. Yeah. I do see the logo on her shirt. That is so cool. Oh, my God. Yup. Oh, my God. That is amazing. At the small size for an avatar or a profile picture, it doesn't look quite right. It looks kind of muddy. I can imagine her heart rate didn't do well. The one with the Namaste Witchlings and my face. It doesn't look quite right when at only 1 inch. Yes. That's the one we were talking about not looking right, guys? The current avatar. Ah! Yeah, I think... No. On this channel and your Discord, that one... Okay, so the one you were just showing would look better than the full logo one that you are currently using as the icon for the Discord server. Yes. Yes, and it does not look quite right as the very small one. Yes, dear heart. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So you're saying that the photo of me looks crappy. Okay. That's what I thought. I have never really been that hugely fond of it to start with, but it was better than what I had. Okay. Now I know what the fluff we're talking about. Sort of. Maybe. Are beach witches sandwiches? You probably did, and my brain just didn't translate it, honey. I will explain later. Okay. I will explain later. Moving on. Sandwiches. That's bad. All beaches. Not all beaches are sandy. That is correct. I was. Yes, I agree, Amy. I was listening to my book last night. I really want to tell you guys what this book is. Mimi, we don't have to share that because we now have a bot that does it. I need to find what the name of the book is. It's a freaking series. The Coven's Secret. There we go. And who wrote it? All right. I like the Nightbot freaking icon. That is adorable. I agree that the new graphic would be an improvement. Oh, I have distracted myself 4 times. Okay, so there is a series of books written by Alicia Rades or something. The first one is The Coven's Secret. And the scene I was listening to last night, I'm listening to it on audiobook. We did not give your job away. We just didn't want you to have to worry about it so much. But they were going skinny dipping, and she was describing the rocky beach. So the fact that we're sitting here talking about the fact that not all beaches are sand, just... Hey, Aaron. That is interesting, Amy. So, oh my God. Amy, I was watching one of the Grumpy Old Crone's videos last night. And she was discussing how your pet is not your familiar. Sorry, Fuzzbutt. Because traditionally, familiars were able to converse in, human language with their witch. And perform spells like conjuring food or whatnot for their witch. And, they fed off the witch's blood. So, the sand witch. Oh my God, child. Doing decent, Aaron. You missed some of the fun stuff that we've shown for... The next season, that's what I'm looking for. Yes, Pathfinder witches do get familiars. But familiars aren't like normal pets. They're definitely demonic critters. So, our former roommate is also a chef. He's good people. Why is my phone now buffering? Yes, I knew what you meant. Pathfinder is good. Okay, so it wasn't my imagination. Oh no, buffering at the start of a story. Yeah, I wasn't even really... Sounds like a plan, Mimi. Lorna Shore. Who's Lorna Shore? She sounds interesting. Yeah, we're starting over because at this point I don't remember what I was saying. So, hey, we're good. Death metal. Ah, that's why her name sounds familiar. Okay. I can see the train of thought as it's escaping. Oh, Aaron, you got to see the new logo. Throw it up. Blah. Hey, that was well timed. She's so cool. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. What the floof? I get the munchies. That would be why I got the munchies. But let's see. And that's the new profile picture. Yeah. Cool. Oh, he was showing Aaron. Sorry. We are very happy about the stuffs. Yep. Oh, boom. Ah, okay. Blurp. Speaking. Look what just popped up. I love it. Let's see, what else are we doing? What else are we doing? We're doing stuff. Had a blast. Uh-huh. I love that. I really love this. Nope, that way. Ha! There it is. Hey, point at the mic. There we go. I really love this. It just looks really, really, really freaking cool. That one will make a really cool sticker for like candles and shit for merch. So we have that sticker for like candles and other spelly merch. I want to make a coffee mug with that on it personally. I mean, hey, coffee witch. I have a line on a vendor to make pins with, y'all can't really see, but this right here has a bunch of pins that I've collected, as well as my anniversary pins from Torrid. Let's see, but I want to make little pins and some other things like that with our logo, similar to, why didn't I think about, pins like this, don't tap it, die. So there's that we're hoping to come out with. I've got ideas for the spell candles and all of that. But Sunday, speaking of having the stuff I need, Sunday is going to be was so freaking cool and so much fun. Amy Cat and I, my cat, not her cat. I think he is. We bopped up to the Pacific Northwest Witches Markets, Maybon Festival, had a gay old time. They were doing pole dancing lessons and shit at this. It was so freaking cool. We had a ball, got to say hi to Danny, who is the head witch in charge of the Witches Market. The wind was evil and cold. And so serendipity strikes again. Amy and I go wandering to find a store to bop into to get out of the wind. And we're walking around this building, and she's got the maps up, and I'm like, wait a minute. It says the name of a particular, I want to say it's Earthlight. Yeah. It says Earthlight Crystals and Gems. And I'm like, where is that? And she's like, we just walked past it. I'm like, I want to go find it. She's like, there's an Earthlight Gems on the ridge in the next town over. And I pop in there because it's 2 doors down from my primary care doctor. He is always running late, so, kill time, go look at pretty shinies. And I've been wanting to go into the store that we went into Sunday because that was the first one of their shops. So we got to go in there and look around. That was so cool. Yeah. And I'm cursing and swearing because it literally faced the market. And then I think 2 doors down from that was this cute little candle shop. So that was fun to wander into. Just ran into one of my favorite vendors that's at most of the witches markets. Really, really cool to see her. We first ran into her at the Seattle Tattoo Expo last year. Munchkin and I bought some pins. Was it right next door or was it 2 doors? But the Munchkin and I bought some pins from her at the expo last year, and then I ran into her at, I want to say my first event last year was Imbolc, and that was the first one I went to with the Witches Market. No, it was Maybon. And ran into her there, and I have been so happy to see her at pretty much all of them that I have gotten to go to. She is really, really, really cool. Give me a second. I will give you her business name. I think she works online. But I definitely want to give her a shout out. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm on the right account. I am. So we're going to go here, following. Yeah. Oh, shit. Thankfully, she has a very distinctive profile picture. So I should be able to spot her pretty quickly. If not, I'm pretty sure. That's what I thought. I am on the wrong profile. Go there. But she's just, I absolutely love her. She is a sweet person. She is funny as hell. What's up, Bubby? What? What? You are an opinionated potato today, I see. You don't say. I am going insane that I cannot remember the name of her business. Because I have her. I know it is. I had a feeling that's what he was getting upset about. You know, the fact that I'm not finding what I'm looking for is really starting to bother me. There she is! Okay, so she is Serious Essentials. And she is Serious Essentials everywhere. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of some of the stuff that she offers. Oh, that was her at the Tattoo Expo. But yes, I will get a link to her to show you. Well, duh. All right, but yes, she's really cool. She's fun to talk to. She has a good memory because we've only talked like 3 or 4 times, but she knows me as soon as I walk in. But what is really amazing with the Northwest Witches Market is the head witch, Danny. She remembers everybody. And just, that is one of the coolest things. Because I'm used to people not remembering who the hell I am. Or if they do remember me, it's not for good reasons. So getting to chit chat with some of my favorite people at these events is great. Getting to see all of the stuff. It's just, I love this group and being able to work with them. I have no idea who I am. Thanks. I was born at an early age. Oh, but yeah, and I'm really happy. Oh, what's today? What day is today? It is the 16th, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 17, 18, 19, Saturday! I want you guys to know now, because I want to try and go live on Saturday. Fuzzbutt turns 10. Saturday is his birthday. I cannot believe my cat is 10 years old. But then Sarge is going to be... he's going to be 14 in March. Yep. Oh, watching The Man Behind the Curtain season end recap. I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, hi. I recognize at least 4 of those clips where it wasn't me. Oops. Better Call Saul? I actually kind of like that one, John. That's really amusing. Christian Tarantino. Oh, damn it. So, we all know Di likes to click on the clickbait articles. What did you do? Okay. Di likes to click on the clickbait articles. And one of them I was looking at last night or the other night was Marvel movies that never, made it to filming. And one of them, honestly, was supposed to be directed by Quentin Tarantino. And I cannot, at the moment, remember which character it was. What? Oh. Yeah. Bummer. So we're also playing with our streaming software because one of them, a lot of the features that we use are no longer going to be free, and we're not ready to pay for it yet. So we're trying to figure out if we can baling wire and duct tape it into working, or if we have to use the other software we use. My brain is just kind of slowing down. Great times, right? He's cleaning up scenes and deleting extraneous crap. And I'm surprised I am not getting yelled at by furry children. Furry feline. Good grievy. Because it's walkie and almost feeding time at the zoo. I love saying that phrase. Oh, and then today, I went to grab the necklace I'm wearing, and I had stuck a thingy. Such technical words here, Di. I had stuck a thingy that, well, why don't I grab it? I had stuck this to my bookshelf over here and had my necklaces hanging off of it. Went to grab a necklace off of it and realized it was missing. Yep. Because Spawn is at work. Got to make sure that I have food for him when he gets home. He appreciates that. And then, need to feed myself. I ate. I know I ate, but all of a sudden I'm starving. But yeah, and I don't do ramen. Go ahead and show what Amy just said, y'all. Yep. That is a very good question. Why is that hidden? Yeah. Microwave. See, that's where having an Instant Pot comes in very, very, very handy. Much like with my magic, I am very happy if I could do a set it and forget it kind of thing to cook and not burn the house down. So crock pot, cooking things in the oven, especially where my oven has this nice little feature. I can tell it to shut off when the timer is done cooking. That is awesome. Instant Pot, the timer on the oven, the crock pot, or, anything that I don't have to stand over it and keep stirring shit. So there was a brand of oatmeal that you just poured the hot water into it and let it sit for a minute. I would stick it in the Keurig on the smallest setting, and it was perfect. Unfortunately, they went out of business, and I cried. Yep. See, I am not the kitchen witch in the family. That would be either of the non-biologicals. Both of those girls are amazing. Well, okay. Eldest is amazing cooking. Youngest is an amazing baker. Oldest says that she actually is better than her sister. I just have never managed to have any of it because she got roped into doing everything else. Pork chops and mac and cheese. Oh, that does kind of sound good. I haven't had pork chops in a while because the man behind the curtain and I both agree that neither one of us can cook them without turning them into shoe leather. And I am really, really glad I am not looking at what he is doing with the streaming software right now, because he's moving stuff around. And so that's why I'm looking at you guys. A burnt offering or a sacrifice. Yep. Magic in the kitchen. See, my magic. Oof. Why am I sitting that way? My magic, I do a lot, like I said, with my candles, but I've also kind of figured out that when I crochet something, I tend to inadvertently charge or charm it. So that's kind of interesting to see. I love the Bee Gees. I have a feeling that name is already taken. But I could say Die the Kitchen Yoga Witch. Or the Yoga Kitchen Witch. Gotta have the yoga in there somewhere because that's the brand now. That could work. Oh, and something else. Mike wants to pick back up our Monday breakfast and energy raising with Mike and Di. We had fun doing that for a while. And then he moved out, and we haven't figured out how to tweak it to be able to do it again, but now I think we could. So, yeah. Because that boy, has as much of a gift as his mother does. He's trying to figure out where to put stuff. Chaos magic. Ah, okay. Ooh, podcast. What is podcast this week? I am curious. Yep, today is only Wednesday, correct? No, it's Tuesday, Di. See? Brain not braining. Tart. Doink. I gotta fix that. Alright. Boom. We are in September. We are doing the Path of the Witch. Let's see. Oh. We are unlocking your inner. Wait, no, that's last week. We are on week 4. Sad face. Oh, I gotta do a bunch of shit. I know. We are doing... I can't remember if I put week 2 as in week 4 or just said we were going to do week 4. So, yes, that's what I was talking about. Okay. So we are doing week 4 because I goofed when I set up the newsletter the beginning of the month. And I skipped week 2 and did week 3 for week 2. So this week, our theme is knowledge is power, but wisdom is better. And the title will be Beyond the Books, The Alchemy of Wisdom. I am so looking forward to that. Because again, this is me being able to share knowledge. What I got an oh no in that tone of voice. Okay. Oh. Estela Ocupado. Okay. They don't measure my dinner nights in terms of quality. They measure it in survivors. Yup. So, Spawn received an Amazon package that he ordered last night. And it was a new pair of pants. And he comes out just kind of strutting his stuff and showing off how good he looks. And I'm like, dude, you got charisma to spare. Because he does. And just, I am so happy that he is finding himself again. I cannot say horrible things about his ex-girlfriend. She's not a horrible person. They just were not a good pair, a good match. And he was hiding quite a few things about himself that just made him him. And he doesn't have to do that now, and it is so nice to see him coming back out of his shell. I love this kid, and it's just really freaking horrible to watch him stuffing aspects of himself that are major aspects of his personality down and burying them because they upset his girlfriend. Morning surgery, how can I help? So I found them when I had a toothache. Yup. No, you should not put yourself down, my friend. That is true. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is good. Yep. There were aspects of his personality that she could not handle, did not like, did not approve of, and yeah. But the one that really upset me the most, he has had the same best friend since the 4th grade. 4th grade, okay? So his friend's grandma, who everybody calls Nana, was his adopted grandma. I mean, this woman did as much to raise him as I did once we got over here. So she is someone very, very important in his life. And she pegged what the ex-girlfriend was up to a lot faster than the rest of us did. Kudos to Nana for that one. And she was pointing this out to him. And him, being the gentleman that he is, he stood up for his girlfriend and was telling her about it. And she's like, well, I'm so glad you stood up for me to that woman. I don't know if it's just that particular phrase is a trigger phrase for my rage because there's someone in my previous life that we referred to that way. But the reason she was referred to that way was the people who talked about her had zero respect for her. Exactly. And I'm like, that is an incredibly disrespectful way to refer to someone you care about that much. And that was when I started kind of questioning how good this was. So, yeah, that combined with the fact that she was constantly accusing him of either wanting to or actually cheating. And I'm just like, no, can't deal. No. And yeah, it just... people drive me insane. I wish I could find someone who would drive me sane, but then I'm afraid that I'd be really boring for that 5 minutes. And Mimi, you are very, very awesome, my friend. You deserve all the praise and all the uplifting in the world. It's a Luna! It's a Luna! Sorry. Sanity is very overrated. John. It's a rather short drive. It's a very short drive for most of us. Oh. I don't know. Hey, apparently we have somebody watching over on Instagram. Hello. Vertifurf. Doink. No, maybe. No. Hell, what the hell? I know him as being a whiny butts. I'm kind of bummed. Gonna have to get him out shortly. That is weird. Yes. What the fluff? Oh, there I am. Okay. All right. I don't see anybody in right at the moment, so ha. I have gnats. So, if anybody's local to, the Seattle area and might have a chance to come out here and likes bananas, please let me know. I have a box of bananas sitting on my porch that I cannot eat all of. Although making some banana bread does sound good. Sounds really good. Okay, go to the store. I'm probably going to be hopping off of here shortly because it is food time for the heathens. And they probably would like to go water the tree first. Yes. Oh shit, we were. Oh well. Yeah, hey. Maybe you guys can come up with some ideas for what the auto reminder tells us. Different ways of wording. Hey, we got the Bitchin witch. Be nice, be polite. Keep your, mind your manners, mind your energy. Yep, you need to go get some sleep, John. And I have a little angry potato here guarding the door again. So let us know in the comments. In the communities feature, I will be getting the Sanskrit for the week, hopefully updated, because I'm a dorkfish. Yeah, oh, yeah. We have nowhere near the views that we normally do, but you know what? That's okay. We will live. Could be worse. Yeah. You can't be that bad, John. But we're... So apparently we're going to have to play with some of the streaming software here. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We're probably going to be back Thursday about... I don't think I have yet, John. But let's see. We'll probably be here Thursday, probably about 3-ish my time, to give us some lead at 3:30 to give us some lead in before the podcast at 4:30. And I'll be able to update you guys on how much we have not accomplished as far as filming goes. Otherwise, I think that is pretty much everything. So, I hope all of you have a fantabulous rest of your day. Do the whole spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. We already know there's way too much darkness and hate. Try to be a beacon of light. And then let your loved ones, human, scaly, feathered, furry, know that you love them because we do not know how long we have with them. And oh my God, does that phone call suck. I also want you guys to remember you guys are always loved, wanted, needed, and you do have a purpose here, even if you don't know what it is. It took me 40 years to figure mine out. I will see you guys in a couple of days. I love you bunches. Namaste, Witchlings.